Hello and welcome to Kathy's Corners, my channel Seed in the Sand, and chapter 3 of Ants and PAWS. And the reason that I'm choosing ants and PAWS are automatic negative thoughts for ants and powerful affirmative um, words are for PAWS. And I really liked, I should have said powerfully affirmative words. Maybe I'll say that from now on. Powerfully affirmative words that they they allow that pause, which like PAUSE, to transfer from negative thoughts to powerful thoughts, powerfully affirmative thoughts and words and actions. And so if you can get your body to go from being in a like hunched up, kind of cramped up position with negative thoughts, like today there was somebody that was having some anxiety because their ride was late and they had to be at an appointment, and she was getting really, really super anxious, and I wanted to kind of like give her this analogy of, okay, how can you pause and change those ants into that coach on the top of the ladder that's bringing you these affirmative words that it's going to be okay. You're going to get there on time. The ride is going to get here. You'll be fine. Everything's going to be okay. Um, how do you get that pause in between the anxiety hitting you and getting up on top of that ladder and hitting those volleyballs? In my past videos, I've talked about volleyballs, and a coach would kind of pound them at me. And how do you pound those volleyballs at those ants? And you take that pause, and then you go on the ladder, and you're the coach giving that person those powerfully affirmative words of you got this, you've got this, you got this, you can do this, you're on top of this. And so yeah, so I like the pause um, analogy between ants and paws. And I also like paws because it reminds me of cute puppies, and I'm gonna put a cute puppy on my video entryway today. My daughter's got a cute little puppy, and and they just have the daintiest little paws, and she's just a cute little dog, and yeah. So I think that that's a good analogy to remember the pause, meaning take a pause, take a breath, go from when you're in your ant mode and transfer that into your pause mode, and your cute little puppies, are with you as you're pounding the balls at the ants, at the negative thoughts. So I hope that makes sense. If somebody's watching this for the first time, they're going to go, what is she talking about? But I've been talking about this for a long time now, and it's kind of gradually getting built into more and more in depth of how you can take negative thoughts and transfer that into that pause, and then transfer that into, you know, being able to squash those ants. And like Dr. Amen says, you just squash those ants. And so yeah. And I think a dream of mine, if I ever won the lottery, I like to play the lottery when it gets large. And a dream of mine would be, if I would win the lottery, to have a place for people in crisis, or who need to go to the hospital, or who need to have a safe place, to not be a part of a hospital system, more of a rehabilitation, and not meaning addiction, a rehabilitation place, somewhere where, if I had that money, I would make it where it was funded, or a trust or something like that, so that they'd have a place to go and they can transfer those negative thoughts that are just eating them alive, um, and transfer that into more of an assertive, powerful, affirmative place. And so yeah, so that's a dream of mine. If I ever win the lottery, I play it a little bit, um, but if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, it's not. So it is fun to play sometimes, but definitely don't go overboard and spend a lot of money on it. So, all right. So the bottom card today is the Nine of Wands, which is kind of like, boy, you've been through some battles, man. You've been through the ringer a few times, and um, the chapter is almost over. That chapter of um, you know that action that um, is hard on people. It's almost over. We're doing good. You're doing good. Get that affirmative. Um, get those powerfully affirmative words in order to say that chapter is almost to the end. So, and to the Ten of Cups is what we picked. And believe me, I'm not picking these beforehand. They you see me shuffle them. And the Ten of Wands is like your wildest dreams come true. You're most abundant. You're the most abundant place that you can ever be, and it's even bigger than your wildest wishes. It's just a wonderful place to be, and I hope that's in place for me, and I hope that's in place for you. And nobody's going to get there without doing the work. And that's why I'm trying to encourage you day after day. I'm kind of getting into that mentality of do the work, move your body, take the action, communicate clearly, and then that will transform into changed behavior. And I wish that for me. I have a lot of things I need to change, and I wish that for you. So, all right. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.